This is KCCK's Culture Crawl. I'm Dennis Green, and my guest today is Rebecca Larkin. Rebecca is a board member of the Iowa Cultural Corridor Alliance, ICCA for short, which runs the website, culturalcorridor.org. And every month or so, someone from the ICCA board stops in to kind of just talk about items that they kind of gleaned from the site that interests them. So.
Sure. Dennis is absolutely right. We do have a monthly calendar with all kinds of events from our members. So I would like to just touch on a few events coming up this weekend, and specifically a little bit on what the University of Iowa Theater Department has going on. They are concentrating on all things Shakespeare, and the University of Iowa Library's Gallery is hosting the only stop in the state of Iowa for their first Folio, which is the book that gave us Shakespeare, and it's a national traveling expedition on the Shakespeare's first folio.
Yeah, apparently this is the first place they ever discovered that has lasted all this time where his plays are written down.
Yes, so it should be a very cool display and something that if you're a Shakespearean fan, or even if you're not, might be worth checking out. It runs through September 25th, and it can be found in the University of Iowa Main Library Gallery. And that's also free of charge to the public.
Okay.
So,
yeah, it's a very limited run and
yes.
a very unique chance to see one of the great historical documents in all of literature.
Absolutely.
I would say Bible, then Shakespeare's first folio.
Yes. So make sure you check that out sometime this month. Coming up this weekend, I'm sure everyone's heard a lot about Bruce Orchestra, but that's the concert that will kick off their season at Bruce Moore, 7 p.m. Saturday evening, and I believe tickets are still available.
It's hard to sell out the lawn at Bruce Moore, although they do pretty well.
Yes, they do.
This is going to be a especially great program because Michael Dougherty's original composition, American Gothic, dedicated to Grant Wood, is going to be a part of the program.
Yes, it should be a great evening, and I believe weather is looking well, so that's a good thing. Theater Cedar Rapids has their production of Sister Act running this month as well, and Riverside Theater in Iowa City, they are doing Black and Blue, and as I understand, this is something that their director has put together, and it focuses on police brutality. So if you're interested in something in the Iowa City area, that comes highly recommended.
Sean was in a couple of weeks ago to talk about this show, and he is the director and the writer of it, and has talked quite a bit about that process. And check out the video on Facebook if you're interested in that. But it is the first weekend. You think, ooh, serious drama.
Right.
Maybe I'm not in the mood after a hard week of work, but the first weekend sold out.
Wow.
Of this show. So
yeah, it sounds pretty good as well. And then back to Cedar Rapids, Dreamwell Theater is doing a production, The Nether by Jennifer Haley. And I'm not as familiar with this production, but I know that it's just coming out this weekend, I believe.
Where is that going to be?
It will be, actually, I misspoke again. It will be in Iowa City.
It is in Iowa City. Yeah, I was
sorry.
thinking Dreamwell's usually in Iowa City.
It's in Iowa City. It's in the Public Space 1, which is located in the Wesley Center on Dubuque Street. So
great.
Another play option for those theater lovers. And then to hit on our southern members, the Washington County Community Washington Community Center is doing their 40th gala event, and that is happening on Saturday, and that's just to celebrate 40 years of greatness at the Community Theater Center.
Okay. And that's in Washington,
Iowa. Yes, and they are bringing in Southeast Iowa Symphony as their guest.
Oh, okay.
For the evening. So
all right. Well,
if you live in that area, it should be a nice little gala.
Oh, nice little roundup. As we're fond of saying, if you complain there's nothing to do, you just aren't paying attention.
That's exactly right. We have around 100 members, and they post their events regularly on our calendar. So if you are looking for something to do, definitely head to culturalcorridor.org, and you can take a look at the calendar and all of the events happening this weekend and throughout the year.
Excellent. Becca, thanks.
Thank you, Dennis.